Blue Alpine freeze dryer maintenance. Now, I know we've gone over this before about, cleaning out the inside of the machine, cleaning the door gasket, cleaning the heating trays, and changing the oil in our vacuum pump, and servicing our filter medium so that it stays dry and is able to allow the vacuum pump to breathe when it's doing its thing. But one thing that I haven't seen anybody else talk about is cleaning the inside of the machine. The freeze dryer works a lot like an air conditioner and works just like a refrigerator freezer, in that you have a refrigerant that is a low pressure gas that the compressor turns into a high pressure liquid, and that is pushed through a very tiny hole into a larger space, and the expansion of that high pressure liquid to a low pressure gas is what causes the cooling effect, and that's what chills down the freeze dryer chamber that houses the heating trays and does the work of freeze drying your food. Well, part of that is your coil inside the machine, and that coil draws air through it to help to cool down that Freon as it's returning to the system from doing its job, and as you can see here, our coil, as we've been using it and air passes through it, our coil gets dirty. And dirty coil, less efficient. Less efficient, not good. So this is something I do about once every 2 months. I get my shop vac out and we're going to vacuum out the coil. It's going to get a little loud here, so bear with me. So you can see it's quite apparent the difference in what the coil looks like clean as to what the coil looks like as it's pulled, dust and dander. I mean, I got 3 big golden retrievers. They don't live down here in the freeze dryer room. They don't come down here unless I'm down here. So, I mean, the room gets dusty, but not to the point where, this would be something that's going to happen often. But it is something you're going to want to do on occasion, just to maintain your machine in peak condition. It's as simple as that, folks. I'm good for another 60 days before I'll need to clean it out. I know my machine's going to get good cooling through the coil. Everything's going to run efficiently. The $3,000 that I've invested in my machine is protected because I took a few minutes out of my day to go ahead and clean the blooming thing. Not a whole lot to it. Preventive maintenance, well worth it. Somebody's going to spend the money to purchase a freeze dryer. It's because they know the value of things, the value of being prepared, the value of being responsible for yourself and your situation, the value of that dollar bill that's sitting in your pocket that you got to spend on something best to spend it on something that's going to last, something that's going to provide value, something that could save your life. We live in a very crazy world right at the moment, and hear a lot of people talking about something just doesn't feel right. And I think that feeling is just people recognizing that there are a lot of folks out there that don't care. They don't have the values that we used to. They don't have that compassion for others. They don't have a respect for other people's rights, for other people's property, for other people's situation. There's no, human kindness has taken a back seat to everything's about me, center of the universe. It shouldn't be like that. Take responsibility for yourself. Take care of your own peeps. But be there for your neighbors. Have compassion for other people. It shouldn't be the focus of your life. You spend your entire life worrying about and taking care of everybody else, you're going to suffer. And when you suffer, the people that you are responsible for are going to suffer. So, have a balanced attitude towards that. Maintain your property. Secure your food your food sources. Possibly looking to get in a freeze dryer. I mean, that's all we talk about really on this channel. Food security, self-reliance, being responsible, and now maintaining our blue alpine. I hope that's helpful. If you got any questions about anything, leave a comment in the or leave a question in the comments. If you think this might be something you're interested in, there's a link. Click it, check them out, send them an email, ask your questions. But a few minutes of effort to maintain your equipment pay off in the long run. We'll leave you with that. Thanks for showing up. Like, share, subscribe. Talk at you later. Live long and freeze dry.